So welcome back guys to a new video, zombie killer. Today I'm going to show you the most efficient and cheap way to clear second floor of bunker alpha plus third floor I could come up with. I crafted only the cleavers and the crowbars. Other than that, I just found them. I'm not gonna use any Glocks or shotguns or whatever. I'm not going to shoot a single bullet for this entire video. I'm gonna kill every frenzied giant I can find without using any firearm. The metal pipe, the saw blade mace, and the skull crushers, I only happen to find them. So I actually made the cheapest weapons ever. Okay, so now let's start this slaughter. Literally, I slaughtered a lot of zombies. And this video is muted, so I apologize about that. A mistake never happened again. Never to happen again. So yep, I'm gonna just sort my inventory, and as promised, I'm only using what the bunker will give me. So even my armor, I'm gonna get rid of it. No, I think my chopper is full. I forget it. I'm just going to put back everything in these military lockers, which are, by the way, perfect as a storage. Yeah, a base outside the base, if you understand what I mean. By the way, this is a completely free to play account. So I just want to show you how rich a man can be without actually having to buy anything. So I've taken some coupons, green and yellow. I have only one red coupon. Let's finish this biter. So we killed the bloater, taken a shower, and now we're ready to start this game. Let's take a few carrots twos. And yeah. Now we have a few zombies to kill, which will take some time. I think I'm gonna speed a lot of things in this video because it's a very long one. It has taken 2 hours to just record it. Not to mention, of course, purifying it, speeding it up. Now, why do I speed things up? Because 2 hours video, even I won't watch that long. So I was trying to compress it as much as possible and at the same time keep the things you should know. Okay, they noticed me. Gotta destroy him. Done. Now, one thing you should know. Hammers, although underestimated a lot, are extremely important. They're used to make a lot of stuff in this game. Motorboat included. Kitchen stove included. Etc, etc. So now we're going to begin this second floor. And let's see how will we do. Wave of zombies dealt with. The bloater is next. Probably should have used the skull crusher as a sneak attack, but hey, nobody's perfect. Now let's see, 2 fast biters dealt with quickly, literally. One more. Now, so far I haven't done anything out of the usual. So what's the catch here, or what's special about this video? Well, the key is wall trick. So first step, you gotta find a good wall. And in this section of the video, I can't really find a good wall to use, so I'm gonna get here a lot. Like so. I mean, seriously, in order to wall trick 2 zombies together, the 2 of them must be working at the same pace. I mean, hitting you at the same time, to be clear. But one hitting and stopping, and then the other hits you, that'll never go. that will never work. You'll get hit and you'll get damaged, and there is nothing you could do about it. So now they're aligned, if you understand what aligned means, and I'm so gonna smash him with my crowbar. Ow. And they're dead. Killing bloaters is not a challenge, not a real challenge. The thing is, Bunker Alpha is full of frenzied giants, and these are definitely not easy to kill. So there is one hiding behind that door, but he will not be our target for the next 5 minutes. These two, bloaters and abomination, will be our target. I'm gonna try to lure him into another wall since the first one didn't work very well. Okay. Well, apparently it's extremely hard to wall trick these two without actually getting hit, as you can see. But I actually love the self-healing ability. It is extremely useful. I mean, every 2 minutes you can just save up a first aid kit or something. So, yep. So, this video has taken a lot of effort. So, please click that like button. And if you don't care about that, click the like button just for the self-healing ability. I mean, seriously, this self-healing ability is extremely useful. I usually never keep Oro ability anymore. As you can see, any wall can serve as wall tricking, but some walls are better than others. Now here comes the real challenge, the frenzied giant. I think I should have. Yeah, I don't think sneaking up on him is a wise move. I mean, I can't risk it. Sometimes they hit you, sometimes they don't. So better not take risks. Now let's try this wall and see if it works. Of course, we'll have to wait 2, 3 years until the frenzied giant arrives. But hey, who cares? Now, the key about wall tricking is to make the zombie, well, which one doesn't matter. The thing is, it has to be close enough for your melee weapon to reach, like I've done here. As you can see, he can't hit me, but I can perfectly hit him. He's so helpless right now. I pity him actually. This is a show 3 times the initial speed just to show you that I'm not gonna get hit once. The hardest thing about wall trick is timing and setting up the zombie in the right place. Now we're gonna attack this one or aggro him, he'll try to attack us. Doesn't matter really. So we found ourselves a wall, and I really don't like this wall. I can't seem to make. Okay, he killed me. Like I said, I can't seem to make him do what I want. Come in the perfect place that I'm trying to set him to come to. So I'm just gonna spawn back at the base, go back to Bunker Alpha. I never said I'm not going to die. I said I'm not going to fire a single bullet. So yeah, I will die. So here we are again back at the base, and I just want you to take a look. Again, this is an entirely free to play account. I haven't bought a thing since I've started playing this game 2 or 3 years ago. So I'm taking some food, and I'm gonna show you just how much resources I have. I mean, look at these weapons. 12 grenades. These 12 grenades weren't acquired only from the motel. There are some places where you can get grenades. First of all, and it's a completely guaranteed one, the motel. Second, Bunker Alpha. And I'm gonna pinpoint exactly which chests you can get grenades from. The third place is the police department, and it's not an entirely guaranteed grenade in this burglar skill required locker in the Hungry Chomper's room, right next to the cells. When I do police department, I'm gonna show you. And if you haven't watched yet my video on how to stand 20 waves in the police department for Raider's task, you'll find it in the end of the video. Moving on, I got hit once. You know, wall tricking with this wall is extremely hard. It took me a while to destroy this frenzied giant, as you can see, and this is 5 times the speed I did it with. So yeah, it takes a while. I haven't said that this strategy won't be time consuming, but think about it. I didn't bring any first aid kits anymore than I had, and I had 10. I just used 3. So far, only 3 first aid kits were used, and a leather set. One leather set. I did not have to replace my set because it's broken or something. Not at all. But you gotta know what you're doing exact and when you're doing it. The thing about wall trick is timing, and it's not only depending on vision. It's about hearing. You gotta hear when they hit. The video is muted, yes, but you can hear this punch voice when you try it. When you go to bunker alpha, the bloaters, you'll hear extremely clear this punch voice. I believe you know what I mean. When you hear this, the punch is already accounted for. Are we clear? So after hearing the punch voice, you go and strike immediately and then go back behind the wall. This is the ultimate trick here. So 2 things, eyes open, ears open. And why are the eyes must be open, not only the ears? This will be cleared or demonstrated in more advanced parts of the video. But for now, let's deal with these 3 idiots. And this is not an insult, but it's just a name of a movie that I like. So 3 idiots. Yeah. Okay, weapon broken. Gotta replace this. Now do me a favor and die. Why am I saying die like this? You know, one more thing. Back in the old days, 1.5 years ago, frenzied giants used to be affected by bows. They could get around 18 damage or something. But now devs have given them immunity to bows. So either you kill him with firearms or melee weapons. And not much people do kill frenzied giant with melee weapons. Actually, that's quite rare. Wall tricking frenzied giants, it's a dangerous game, and I wouldn't have done it, but I have to save Glocks and armor for the police department. Like I said, 2 combined abilities that will enable you to dominate completely Bunker Bravo. The AK grenade launcher and the shotgun spread shot. If you can acquire these 2 blueprints and make somehow these 2 active skills, then you'll be completely unstoppable. And this is not only in Bunker Bravo, in police department as well. You won't have to wait a week or 2 to gather enough grenades to actually do the 20 waves. You'll only need a shotgun and an AK and it's done. And even in Bunker Alpha, I mean, after we kill these 2 abominations, we'll have to fight 4 fast biters at the same time, plus a frenzied giant. Imagine if I had a grenade launcher or a shotgun spread shot. Also, in the infected forest, dealing with the waves of zombies that will attack you when the witch screams. AK grenade launchers and shotgun spread shots are extremely amazing active skills, and if you ask me, they're the only ones worth having. Besides, the fourth floor requires them so much, and for those who have done it already, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, just the first room in the fourth floor, you need a spread shot to do it, or else they'll eat up your armor and health and will make you use a lot of healing items just not to die. And your armor will be shredded to pieces in no time at all. So yeah, this is why I am doing all this. It's because I want to acquire these two active skills. Believe me, when you acquire them and make it, the game will be a lot easier than it is right now. And this is one fun thing about Last Day on Earth. It makes you strategize. Think of what your next move will be. Oh, by the way, I did a lot of raids, so my fortune that you saw is not completely from Bunker Alpha. This huge amount of turkeys I found in a raid, and I'm keeping them to feed the dogs, but I've had it feeding two dogs by two dogs, so I'm waiting until I have a huge amount of female dogs and a similar amount of male dogs. Then I'll feed them for a day and start breeding. Rank 2, rank 2, rank 2. Feed them for a day. Repeat this process. And I have this dry food, so my chance of getting a higher rank dogs will increase instead of just wasting 9 turkeys for a day and then another 9, then another 9. Each time I get one female dog and one male dog. No, thank you very much. So we killed the fast biters, and the frenzied giant will be after us. So we actually have to lure him the other way. So
Run, Barry, run!
we're done running around this floor. Let's pick the cards before the giant comes back, or else we would be in a really tough situation. Now, the best wall to do wall trick in Bunker Alpha is the wall that opens with the terminal. This one in particular. This wall is absolutely the best in Bunker Alpha, second floor at least. It's the perfect wall to do wall tricks. I don't know why exactly, but it's the best one that I've ever used. I mean, I hardly ever get hit using this one. Like you see in the video, in the game that is 3 times as fast. Yeah, cleavers. Now, why did I stop here? Because there is a problem. Cleaver's range is a lot shorter than the crowbars, so you'll have to make him come closer, like I'm doing. And now that he's closer, as you can see, there is no problem hearing him. Destroy, destroy, destroy. And we are done. So do me a favor and die. Why do I keep saying die like this? That's something I have I have not yet discovered. Now, this locker is a perfect place to get grenade. It's not completely guaranteed, but hey, yep, we got a grenade. One more thing, always take iron bars especially, because no matter what, you're gonna run out of them and then spend hours grinding for wood to turn it into planks and then burn the planks to turn it into charcoals and then use that charcoal to make iron using iron ores, which you'll still spend more time grinding it. Or that's what happened to me at least. So yeah, when you see iron, take it. Either iron plates, Nails, because you're so going to need it. Iron and wood are the power in this game. With iron, you can craft weapons. Of course, you need planks and leather, a lot of things, but iron is the hardest to get. I mean, leather, I could just kill some deers and wolves and it's done. Planks, chop down 2 or 3 trees and it's done. But iron, it's the most time consuming resource ever. So, yeah, always have a lot of planks and nails in your base. Now, this frenzied giant, which we just released, the best way to kill him is guns, actually, because he's quite helpless. But as I said, I will not fire a single bullet in this video, so I released him and killed him the old-fashioned way, by wall tricking him. It is very time consuming, that's correct. However, you saved a lot of durability, you saved a lot of guns, and you've saved a lot of healing items. I mean, I just actually almost cleared the second floor with one single leather set, which I initially acquired from the green box. I did not craft anything except cleavers and crowbars. This is how powerful Word Trick is. Now, this room is awesome, and the locker inside has good rewards. You can sometimes get wrench here. Ow. Okay, so that was on me completely. I deserved that. And I forgot to use my self healing. But when it comes to fighting a frenzied giant, first aid kits are your best choice because they restore 100 health instantly. The self healing, if you screw up once, it will not have the chance to save you for the second time unless it takes some time to recharge. You know what I mean? You get 10 by 10 by 10. The first aid kits give you 100 instantly. That's the difference. So, the best way to use self healing is with dealing with toxic abominations, bloaters, etc. Whew, barely survived this one. As you can see, it took a lot of time to recharge this 110 hammers. Remember what I said about hammers? Anyway, let's see what. Oh, be very careful when you open this door because sometimes this frenzied giant can actually kill you with one shot. If you have health less than 102, then yep. If you are in a tactical armor, a frenzied giant will do 82 damage. So be well aware of that. Now let's finish him because I'm actually bored with how much time it takes to destroy one. Although I did it very happily because do you know how much guns I just saved in this bunker run? I know I keep repeating this again and again and again. It's getting boring, but this is the truth. I saved a lot of guns that I need. Although, as you saw in my base, I have quite few guns, but the more the merrier. Am I right? You can never have enough guns, especially when it comes to playing waves in the police department. Now we went to the third floor. This first room, there is not much walls to track on, so we'll have to fight our way through head on. And this is quite a good demonstration on how much healing items and durability it costed us just to fight 3 zombies without wall trick. Get some water, beer. I'll take the water. I have enough water with me not to stay thirsty for weeks in the game's time, of course. So, a trick here for the new buys. If you could finish this spitter with one shot, the abomination will not be aggroed. However, if the toxic spitter remains alive after you sneak attack on him, then forget about sneak attacking the abomination. Trust me, it won't work. He will get aggroed and he'll hunt you down with the spitter. You just hit. It's actually pretty frustrating. Why does killing the spitter with one shot gives me an opportunity to sneak attack on the abomination, but when the spitter remains alive, this chance is completely wasted. I mean, the abomination has 300 health points. This is a lot. Moving on. This was a test run. I was seeing if I could attack small zombies, sneak attack or wall trick small zombies, and apparently can't. Not on every wall, at least. So I'm speeding run this whole thing just to save up some time. I mean, it has been around 26 minutes already, so yeah, me 26 minutes doing nothing but talking and you but listening. Hope this video is not too long, but you have to understand that I'm making an entire bunker run, second and third floor, with only melee weapons. That's something pretty epic even for me. One more thing for the newcomers. Do not try to use wall trick on frenzied giants. You gotta train yourself first. Even I don't wanna get cocky and say even I make mistakes because I do make a lot of them. But as you can see, I died once and I got hit by frenzied giants 3 times at least. So you gotta train yourself first on bloaters and abominations. Practice with them. Use them as practice dummies or something. And when you master the wall trick, you can go and attack frenzied giants. And even after you master it, and I mastered the wall trick, I've been playing this game for 2 years and a half, 3 years, something in that range. So imagine how long. I've certainly mastered the whole trick, and yet here I am. Died once, got hit a lot. So even if you master the whole trick and die, do not get frustrated. One thing about Last Day on Earth, if you want to not delete this game, always look on the bright side. I mean, I was in the Limestone Spires searching for this 52 mic. I spent 25 times going back and forth, bringing armor and weapons just to not die. Wasted a lot of first aid kits, and yet didn't find it. And I actually died once. Lost a shotgun, lost a Glock, lost around 16 first aid kits, and on top of that, a tactical set. Now, look on the bright side. I said I still have a lot of armor in the base, a lot of weapons. Although it's a big loss, I didn't lose much. Now, how did I find 52 mic? I discovered something that I actually should have thought about a long time ago. These special zombies like 52 Mike, Timmy the Bloat, etc., appear only at night. My 25 times were in the morning. That's why I could not find them. But when I went at night, it only took me 2 times to locate this 52 Mike and destroy him completely. So remember this, the special zombies spawn only at night in their location. Timmy the Bloat in the yellow location of stone, which I forgot its name. 52 Mike in the limestone spires. Sergeant Kowalski, I believe, is in the green zone. I don't know actually. But they always appear at night. You will never find them in the morning. And I should have guessed that. I mean, seriously. for unknown reasons. Remember this message? The dead loves it when it's cool. That's why thick woods are much more dangerous than small groves. Remember this message, right? Well, that's it. The night is cooler. I should have guessed. Or maybe that's not it, but 25 times in the morning and I haven't found anything. So, what does that lead us to? That's on me. Seriously, I was just plain stupid. Now, this is a score, a red ticket on a toxic spirit. Now, why did I open this room? I mean, it's not even essential in the floor. Well, the reason I opened it is simple. Let's just get rid of this abomination first. Die! He's dead. Finally rid of it. Now, there is another zombie that we should worry about, and let's hope my metal pipe will be enough to take on this frenzied giant, because if it's not, I'll be in very bad spot. Yep. At long last. Now we have around 11, if I'm not mistaken, red tickets. So I have only one in my lockers in the bunker above. So imagine that 11 red tickets only using melee weapons. And how much frenzied giants did I kill in the second and third floor? Only melee weapons. Now, you write me in the comments how many guns, Glocks, and M16s, and AKs, and shotgun, etc., could have that used? How many guns could have you used to end the second and third floor? And there's still more, that's not it. I just want to say this box contains from 1 to 2 grenades. And we're actually lucky. We got 2 grenades instead of 1. So yeah, and I had 12 grenades at the base. That makes it 15. I'm actually ready to do 20 waves at police department. One more thing on my strategy on how to get the active skills. Each time the police department updates, you gotta do from 5 to 7 waves, and I recommend 7. That's when you'll start getting the green. Do not spend any cards at the police department if you have enough weapons and you have enough resources to craft enough melee weapons to pull this off. If you're a newcomer, seriously, don't do anything I say. You gotta open the green cards actually, and the brown cards are great to get melee weapons and healing items, sometimes food. So yeah, for newcomers, brown is great. Now, why am I sticking to Bunker Alpha? There is another YouTuber, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say his name, but he usually says, I love his videos by the way, he usually says that Bunker Alpha is the key to getting rich. Well, I totally agree. However, getting the active skills require to save as much cards as possible. I mean, you saw I have 4 blue at the base and 2 green. 4 blue. Do you know how 8 guns straight? Guaranteed 8 guns from 4 blue. Not to mention the blueprints. But when you play Last Day on Earth, you gotta think on the long run. You can't just say, oh yeah, I'm getting 8 guns right now and going to waste 20 guns in Bunker Bravo, for example. I don't know exactly how much guns will it take, but when it comes to free playing, which means you won't buy anything, trust me, it's not easy to get that much guns. I also was lucky enough in a raid to get a huge amount of guns. Not everyone will be that lucky. And it took me years to get a good raid. And again, it's a free-to-play account, so I cannot skip even one task from the raiders. Look at this. We gotta seriously make a head count. I should be called the Giant Slayer. I'm not taking the film's name. Now I'm putting the grenades in my chopper because they're actually pretty important. I guess that's it. Now, so we are guaranteed to have 15 grenades in the base, even if I die and I cannot get my things back. For example, if I die on top of a frenzied giant or something, I'm gonna do something extremely stupid right now. Try to wall trick zombies using baseball bats. And let's see how this ends. Now, why do I have a sneaky feeling that it won't go so well? Mhm. This will end up badly. I know it. I mean, have you seen the baseball bat speed? It's around 1 or something. So the frenzied giants hit at speed of 0.7. It's not nearly enough time to hit and run. And that's all the whole trick is about, hit and run. When you see my previous wall tricks, you will understand what I meant about it's about eyes and ears. Eyes, which means that you'll have to focus. For example, you look at the door, I'm gonna try to sneak up on him, just a demonstration. And as you can see, this is dangerous. That's why I do not recommend it. Now, as you'll notice, I cannot strike him, for example, unless I see my leg or part of it, as you can see here. And ears listening to this punch shot, and I'm thinking I'm gonna die here. I seriously think I'm gonna die. This is creepy. Oh no, 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 no. Why, why do I, why am I always right? I mean, seriously, I'm always right about the bad stuff, but the good stuff, no. Good thing is, the bright side that I was talking about, that I actually died far away from the frenzied giant's range, so I could get my stuff back. Now, we came to Bunker Alpha and we got a few first aid kits from the boxes. The total was around 10, 11, something like that. So we have 3 first aid kits left. And as you saw, this much durability of our tactical set has been used. I decided to lure him into my wall. I'm calling this my wall, which is perfect, by the way, because the chairs are really stopping you from going too far in the other way, which means the wall gives you protection and the chairs tell you when to stop, and then you go back and destroy this frenzied giant. Piece of cake. This is by far the best wall to do wall trick in the third floor. So now you know which one is the best in the second and which is best in the third. I'm actually getting pretty tired of talking, but hey, we're almost done. Now do me a favor and die! At last. So let's see what loot we're going to get. Another crowbar. It's a sign. It's a sign that we should complete this. The game gave us a sign. We should finish this once and for all. Do the entire third floor with only melee weapons. Now, rubber is precious, so always take it. I'm not a fan of gold watches, but they're useful for the dealer and for recycling. Good source of copper, if you ask me. Do they give copper or electronic circuits or something? Okay, another frenzy giant. Yep. We have to wait around 2, 3 light years for him to come. This is 4 times the normal speed, the speed in which I killed him. So what I'm trying to say, it's really, really time consuming. So you have to calculate it, calculate risks, calculate benefits, and calculate disadvantages. Okay. Wait, did he just phase through that wall? I mean, seriously, he just phased through that wall. Now he needs a second to start saying, I am Frenzied Giant, and I am the slowest man alive, or the slowest zombie dead. You know what will happen if the Flash hears you? I mean, he goes at the speed of light and phase through things. You go at the speed of a turtle and phase through things? This is so wrong on so many levels. So we have another Frenzied Giant to deal with, and I think I'm gonna shut up for now. I do not mean to actually say that I'm mad about how long this video took, but this is still 4 times the normal speed. This video took 2 hours to finish it, so please subscribe and like this video because it takes a lot of effort, and the subscribes and likes will really motivate me to make more. And if you wanna like some regular playing without any tips, just me playing the game, so just write in the comments and I'll do whatever you want. But I usually never do any videos except if there were raids or tricks that I want you to know, strategies that I come up with. Oh, almost died. But like I said, this self-healing ability is the best. And now you've just seen why. I did not have to use a first aid kit. I still have 2 more left. Now, about this gas room, I do not think it's worth it. I mean, I have a lot of gas masks at the base, around 5 full durability gas masks, and 3 in the military lockers in the bunkers, but I do not think it's worth it. Wait, I can't wall trick him here? Run! What was. Oh, the gas room. I do not think it's worth sacrificing a gas mask for it. I mean, this gas mask could help you in the sewers if you want to get these motorboat parts. So, yeah, it'll be extremely helpful in the sewers. I went to this gas room around a week ago and I did not get the amazing loot I was expecting, so I actually wasted a gas mask for absolutely nothing. And this is still wrong. So we have 5 red tickets plus around, I believe it would be 18 in our military lockers. So that makes 23 without firing a single bullet. I mean, can you believe that? Another abomination. This wall is also good to do wall trick because of something. The other wall is doing the same thing the chairs in in the first wall do. They actually prevent you from going too far. The other wall does exactly the same thing. And this wall is awesome for wall tricking. But I do not recommend using it on frenzied giants. Trust me, it'll only end badly. Die! I love saying die so much. Why do I say it like this? If anybody knows why I do such strange things, write me in the comments. So yeah, another frenzied giant to destroy. Problem is, the other side of the wall is a lot better when the zombie standing on it. Because actually I cannot bring him close enough for my weapon to work perfectly. This time it's not 4 times the speed, it's 5 times the speed. You can imagine how long did that take me to actually destroy him without getting slaughtered. I mean, look at his fists, they're actually made as a weapon. Now that's serious evolution. The evolution should actually provide the evolved being with what it needs to survive. I know that's science and it's completely out of the subject, but it was a scientific joke. I mean, look at his fists. They're actually like bludgeons or something, like the baseball bats we use, except they have something like nails in them. Now, after we lured this frenzied giant into our wall, still 5 times the speed, and we're almost done with this video anyway. I know it was an extremely long video, but we did a complete bunker run. And like I said before, I will not do fourth floor again until I have my true friend dog. Only then the fourth floor will be worth it. Otherwise, it's only a waste of weapons. Although you can get a guaranteed 3 grenades at the end of the floor in these 2 crates. The locked one is a guaranteed 3 grenades. I've done it once I figured that out, but I'll never do it again. I wasted a lot of guns and a lot of armor on the fourth floor and its turrets and its frozen bloaters that recharge every time they hit you, and when they're dying become extremely fast. So no, thank you very much. I'm sticking with the second and third floor and sometimes the red zones to grind for grenades. The motel, of course, is guaranteed grenade, so we don't even need to say that the grenade exists in the motel. To summarize, we've gathered 29 yellow tickets, 30 and something, 34 green tickets, and around 24, 23 red tickets without firing a single bullet. I know this video is extremely long, and I would really appreciate it if you watched it all. But like I said, it took a lot of time because of the wall tricks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya in the next video.